don't want to see you. Oh. I'm just like, Mom, I don't care what you're doing right now. You can see your mom? She says, Mom, you get all the inside right now. I'm outside and I am being a wild pig. Hello, Johnny boy. Johnny. Kitty, 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 kitty. All kinds of tamed, and then you disappeared for a couple weeks and you come back. Be touched. Sorry, y'all. I have got the sniffles. The weather changing is not doing too great again. Goodness gracious. Some kind of medicine. It's not. I would love. Way too strong. But yeah, Maisie is massive. She's big compared to what she was, but when you see her next to the Wilma's piglets, it's like, it's crazy. And Johnny boy. No? Okay. It shows just how premature. So I went live today because she was, hello, Johnny. Because I don't, do you want, come here. Really intentionally post videos, not just lackluster videos where I go around and check on everybody. Come here. Because I feel like y'all can tell if I just go out and make like a video where I'm just not like feeling it. And so I'm trying to really be intentional with my content this year. That's my goal. And with that though, I am working on I'm calling it a major project for myself and just for the farm, and I'm making a video of it. And it's really cool. I'm really excited about it, but it doesn't involve anything outside. It's all inside and it's all computer work. And so I can talk about it if y'all want to hear a little bit about it. But did y'all see Adam or Steve? Did you ever get Johnny fixed? Sorry if I missed it. So this might be controversial, okay? This is going to be controversial. Over here, we do not get our male cats fixed. If we can get a hold of them, we will. Unless it's like one of our indoor outdoors, we will. But like Johnny, he's close to me, but he's not gonna let me catch him. And I can't trap cats really here because I'll never actually, sorry about this is the Hot Mess Express. I will never be able to catch the right cat. It's kind of impossible. What we do is we get all of our female cats spayed. And it's a much harsher procedure than the neuters are. I know the neuters are pretty quick and easy. Done it before, but not me. I haven't done it before. Taken them in to get neutered lots of times, but with our outside feral cats, I say feral, barn cats, we don't normally get the males fixed. And actually, that was a recommendation that came from Jamie. She told me, she goes, if you're gonna do anything, you should probably fix the females and not the males, because here's the thing. The males go off and get another cat pregnant. They don't bring back babies. And so if there is a male that I can get fixed, I definitely will, you know. But if I can't catch them, they're gonna fight me for it. I would much rather put my time and energy into trying to trap a female. And I am on that mission right now of trying to get the female cats outside fixed, but that is a beast in and of itself. Right now, Olga's pregnant. She goes away when she's not pregnant and then comes back when she is pregnant. And that's the only time I can touch her is when she's pregnant. Otherwise, I can't catch her. She's too smart for traps. She doesn't fall for that kind of thing. So I don't know how I'm meant to catch her. I'm just gonna have to do it once she has her babies. I'm gonna have to like put them in a, not a stall. I'm gonna have to rig something up for them so that when she is able to get fixed, I can actually get her fixed, because I do not want any more cats running around. You know, we've got plenty. I love cats. I do. They're great for keeping away snakes, keeping away mice, you know, unwanted nasty things. You know, they take care of them, but we don't want an influx of them. So I'm definitely trying to catch them all and get them fixed. It's not easy though, especially we use Texas litter control for them. It's a very cost efficient vet. to get spay and neuters done, and they're very streamlined. And normally streamlined seems like a not so great thing, but they have like awesome practices. This is no shade to any other vets, but out of all the places, and I've taken my cats to multiple different vets that we use to get them spayed, and the best outcomes I've had, and I haven't had any bad outcomes, but I have never had to take a cat that I got spayed at Texas Litter Control back to the vet because they're licking their incision or the incision just wasn't healing right. I've had every other vet I've kind of taken them to, it's kind of been, the incision's been a little bit longer, it just gets kind of crusty, it just gets kind of gross. I keep them from licking it, but they still, you know, they still lick it. They're on pain meds longer, and I don't know what Texas Litter Control does. It's a really, really, really tiny incision. We just got Tulip done actually a week ago, and her incision is actually scabbed up, and it's pretty much good to go. She is, the reason we got Tulip fixed is because she started going outside. She wanted to go outside, and so she's wanted the indoor outdoors, so we'll let her, but she's definitely one I can catch, and so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get her fixed now. So we got her fixed, and it's going great, but Texas Litter Control is really, really great. The only thing is they do have some policies on like feral cats, and if you have to cancel an appointment like the morning of, because I won't be able to, like, I can't hold a trapped cat for multiple days, you know, they're booked out in advance. I can't hold a cat for 2 weeks, like, can't do that. And so they have policies of, like, with your feral cats, things you have to, like, do with them and talk about with them. If you cancel because you weren't able to catch the cat, you know, you have to pay a fee, these kind of things. So it's not exactly the easiest thing to do. And yeah, it's one of the many challenges we have on the farm. One of the many challenges. Although it is not the biggest challenge we have on the farm, I will still say to this date, the biggest challenge we have on the farm is barber pole worms. And it's crazy, but I can report that everybody is doing really good. Everybody is really healthy right now from just everything I've checked. Oh, I'm sorry, my tailbone is hurting from sitting on the concrete. Everybody's doing really good. Everybody has great FMACHA scores. We're grazing, we're drinking a lot of water, we have no scours, our temperatures are good, everybody's acting really good. They've actually, the past couple days, they've been kind of like really crazy. I know they were not happy, the goats, this morning because of the rain and the wind. It was pretty terrible, so I know they were pretty angry about that, but they got over it, and now it's honestly a beautiful day now. For as much as it rained this morning and as horrible as the rain was, it is beautiful. And normally after it rains here, it gets kind of yucky, but sun's out, it's beautiful. I just went and checked on the goats, and they're all extremely happy. They were really happy to see me. I think they thought I was going to bring them treats. I know Ellie's out there right now with them filming a video, giving the donkeys some neigh nibblers. And I'm sure the goats are just bothering him because they know what the neigh nibblers are. And we found out the other day that they are in fact obsessed with them. I'll have a video about that coming out in the next week of just how crazy the goats go for neigh nibblers. It's kind of insane. So yeah, I cannot with this hair. This is the curly hair life, y'all. I washed my hair not last night but the night before, and it is just, it's just everywhere y'all. Let's see what else. Oh, my big project I'm kind of doing. I'll go ahead and talk about it because I'm excited about it. I'm making a book. I'm gonna call it my like worst case scenario book. I have it, we have it for a couple reasons. So normally when, you know, everything about our animals is stored inside mine and Ellie's head, and you know, when we go to the vet, we normally have notes on our phones sometimes about how things have been going throughout the week, and it's just been really, with everything going on, I've just wanted everything in a centralized location. And so when we did the trip for Angel's necropsy, that's a 4-hour trip there and back, I had a journal, and I was like, I'm just going to start writing down everything I know about every goat. I'm going to make a chart for their FMACHAs. I'm going to make a chart for their temperature. I'm going to do all these things so I can record data on them, write down our preventatives, our deworming protocols, all of those things. Essentially, so if somebody picked up the book, they should know, in theory, exactly how to take care of our animals. They'll know all of their tendencies, all of those things. And I think that could be really beneficial because, you know, if something ever happened to Ellie or I, you know, let's pray that never happens. Somebody could pick up the book and take care of our animals. It'll have everything like their spay dates, who's been fixed, who's not, their species, their breed, their color, what else? I'm trying to think. Just tendencies, any procedures they've had done. So like we do have some declawed cats. And so I would put that they're declawed. You know, I'll put Maisie in Maisie's little entry that like she's extremely premature. I'll put like currently where she's staying, like currently Maisie's in the house, but she's outside during the day, but this is where you put Maisie during the day. Just those kind of things. And so it's been really fun making it. Last night I made the health chart and I started making a video of it. So it's going to be a fun video to kind of see what's going to be in the book. But I also just went around before I started this live and I took a headshot of everybody on my phone, of everybody that has names. Of course, there are some ducks here that don't have names. That's just going to be natural. But everybody that has names and that we like do active checks on is going to be in there, and they'll have information about them. And so it'll be really easy for anybody just to pick it up and know everything about our animals essentially. And I think it's going to be really good. It's brought me a lot of peace every time I think about it. And so it's printed out, it's all on my computer, and I'm printing it out and I'm putting it in a binder. So like the little 3-ring binder. So like if there's something I need to update, I can just pull the paper out and then update it really quickly. I'm also going to put a flood evacuation plan in there. We are getting close to when we flooded last year, and the rain today just kind of cemented it for me. Like, okay, I have an idea, you know, we kind of know what we would do, but we want to update some of where some of the animals would go. And so I need to do the flood evacuation plan, and then, hi Wilbur, and then check with everybody who is on that flood evacuation plan and be like, hey, can you take care of these animals, you know? So, oh my gosh, you brought everybody with you. You literally brought everybody with you. Oh my goodness. How were the donkeys?
They're doing good.
How did the goats bother you?
Yes.
Was it bad?
Feed those to the trees before they found out.
Who was the worst?
Carrie. Was the worst.
There you go, you heard it. Oh look, there they are. Yeah. There they are. Oh, you stink. You stink, you stink, you stink. You stink, Wilbur. Wilbur's still out because Wilbur can't go into the pond pasture. Just try to... That's a mean chicken.
Somebody's got to have a baby.
You think so?
Yeah, I saw her just get mated.
Oh. Well, that's if it actually, you know.
Fertilized, I know.
She got fertilized. Look at them goats. They're like, Dad, we know you've got the orange bucket. That means you're going to feed the pigs. We are going to eat off of the ground over here. And to that, I say, no, friends, no, you are not. You will not be eating off the ground. You have to be very strategic when feeding with these goats because they are smart. And so we feed the goats first, and then normally Ellie will run and come and feed the pigs really quickly. Luckily, right now, it's only socks in the pasture, so the rest of the pigs can kind of get fed wherever. But when all of the pigs return to the pasture, that's going to happen soon. Wilbur will return sometime this week. Annabelle will never go in the pasture because she's disabled and she just moves around too much. We would rather have her within eyesight. Who else is there? How did you get out? What are you doing out? It's always her now. She's the only one that can get out now. Tallulah's fixed. She cannot get out of the pasture anymore. So Wilbur will go back soon. Wilma will go back on 2 conditions, either when all of her piglets are gone or once her piglets are big enough to not slip out of those little slats, because they can definitely do that. We found them in the pasture. I am not ready for those piglets to be in the pasture yet. They're just still too tiny in my opinion. And so keeping them out here in the front has been really well. They're not tearing up the yard. They enjoy it. So that'll be the conditions on which Wilma goes back into the pasture. Maisie's a, you know, day by day kind of thing. Right now, she's pretty much outside all day from the time we get up until it gets dark, and then she comes inside and she pretty much sleeps for the whole evening. What, Thor? What's wrong? Thor, if you didn't know, this is Thor. He is named Thor because he had a farm accident. We actually don't really know what happened. We think he got stuck. Ellie started up the lawnmower, but he didn't run over Thor. We think he like got stuck in it and freaked out when it turned on. I don't know. But essentially he got blunt force trauma to the chest and he had a pneumothorax and he's fully recovered from it. So very, very happy about that for Thor. And it actually, he didn't have to have any procedures. He just had to have pain meds and some time inside and some fluids. And he did really great. And he's, from what I know, he's fully recovered. He hasn't had to go back to the vet. He doesn't have any barriers against him. He runs around. He plays like a normal cat. So very blessed for Mr. Thor. And are you a sweet boy? Come here. He's kind of finicky. He's like, I call him half feral, half not. He wants to be by us, and he will sometimes let you touch him. Johnny, you need to be nice to him. We got some attitudes here. But yeah, that's Mr. Thor. Come on, buddy. He's such a gorgeous cat. Are you purring? Come on, buddy. Nah, he's not gonna do it. But yeah, very excited to continue making my little medical, all things. Hello? Where's your mama? Where's your mama? Yeah. Believe it or not, that little sausage right there can fit through the slats. Oh, y'all, Heidi, you just said that the gloomy days are hard. I completely agree. Now, it is a beautiful day today, but we have definitely had in the past month just some really ugly, gloomy days, and it just affects everybody's mood, not just us, but the animals as well, and it is difficult. I am watching Kim's Molly in the background just running. I guess Kim's feeding up. That cow can move. Sorry, I'm like squirrel brain, y'all. But y'all already know this. You already know this. Hi, baby. There's another cat coming around the corner to come see me. Another feral one. But it is a blessed life. And yeah, I'm going to hopefully be able to get the medical journal video done tonight. I don't know. It takes a long time to do it because I'm doing it and making it. Yeah? Oh, good boy. Wow. Can I get you with my right hand? Wow, Thor. That's so sweet. You're such a sweet kitty. Prepping for a cyclone. I don't even know what a cyclone is. What is a cyclone? I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't, like, it's not a foreign term, but like, what is it exactly? A cyclone. Do you all have a tornado shelter or basement in case of an emergency? We don't get tornadoes here, so we have no... Okay, I'm not going to say we don't get tornadoes. We do not get tornadoes to the point that we have to have a tornado shelter. So that's just kind of ours. The things we deal with are hurricanes. That's from like, what, June to... October is our hurricane season. We deal with flooding when we get excessive rain. Extreme heat. Extreme heat. We've had tornadoes, but not anything crazy, I guess. Yeah. What else do we deal with? I'm not going to say extreme cold because we haven't dealt with the extreme cold, but when it does get cold for us, it kind of shocks all of our systems, I guess. I think that's all we really deal with down here in Houston, Texas. I know farther up north in Texas and like Tornado Alley and stuff, they have a lot of tornadoes. So they probably have shelters there, but we don't. I think that's all we really deal with. We're very blessed. I personally, natural disasters scare me, and I could not imagine an earthquake, like wildfires, even crazy tornadoes, tsunamis. I could not. What is wrong? You are just craving attention today. Yes, you are. I know. But then again, people who grow up with those kind of natural disasters are probably more prepared for them, and I'm not going to say aren't as scared of them, because they're definitely still scary, but they're used to them, where like a hurricane, like when everyone was talking about, oh, Hurricane Beryl is coming through. Hurricane Beryl, look, Hurricane Beryl, I was not scared of. I did not anticipate Hurricane Beryl to be as bad as it was. It really wasn't horrible. The bad part about Hurricane Beryl was the amount of time we went without power. And that is just because, like, it's one thing to go without power, okay? But when you live on a farm and your water is connected to your electricity because of our well, that means our animals have no water, which was the problem. That was kind of the frustrating thing. Now, we do have ponds, and so very blessed to be able to have ponds. But again, like, you just want fresh water. Hi, buddy. But yeah, that's kind of how the hurricane went. We did have Hurricane Ike in 2008, and it was bad. But even worse was, oh my gosh, what's the one? Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey was horrible, and it wasn't even the hurricane that was bad. It was the amount of rain and flooding from the hurricane. So that's kind of the thing with the hurricanes down here, though. It's not the actual high winds from the hurricanes that's the problem. It's the amount of rain that we get, and then just the flooding, and then when certain dams are opened, certain cities are at risk of flooding because of that. So it's just kind of like, it's one of those things. You just have to prepare for it and really watch the weather. And knowing that hurricanes can be so unpredictable. But I do know that, like, hurricanes are devastating. They're definitely devastating. I've seen it all, you know. But I would rather deal with a hurricane than some other natural disasters. We're talking about natural disasters.
Natural disasters?
Yeah. Somebody said they're dealing with a cyclone. What is a cyclone?
A hurricane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
There's different names.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's in Australia.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
A cyclone's a hurricane. Why did nobody tell y'all let me sit here think there's a new natural disaster called a cyclone and it's just a hurricane? Well, be safe with the hurricane. We definitely, like I said, we know our hurricanes pretty well here.
Hi.
Your hair's curly today.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Do you see my my little hot mess expresses I've got going on?
Yeah, a
here?
little curl here too. Here, I can fix it.
I've tried. He is just so whiny today.
Who is this?
Thor.
Hi, Thor.
Thor. I was talking about his little miracle. See, but you do that, and as soon as the wind comes, they're just going to come right back out. Hi, Thor.
He just needs dad.
He really does like his dad.
Hi, Thor. You purring so loud, buddy.
Oh, my goodness.
He's a good boy.
He smells good, huh?
Yep. Very good.
I love outside cat smell. All right, y'all. Well, I have got to go finish up my chores for this afternoon, and then I'm going to get started back on my little... We need to come up with a name for it. Right now I'm calling it the medical journal, but it's not just the medical journal. It's going to have all the information about all the animals, so we need to call it something. So if anybody has any name suggestions, send them to me, let me know, put them in the comments, anything. But I need to know what I need to call this little binder, because it needs a name that's not medical journal, because that's misleading, because it's going to have a lot of fun information in it, I think. So, and pictures of everybody as well. So if you pick it up, you know what everybody looks like as well. But with that said, I've got to go do my chores for the evening. I know, I'm going to feed you. If that's what you're about, I'm going to feed you. Cyclones, hurricanes, typhoons are all just different things. Okay, thank you, Rachel. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'll catch on you guys with another one. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye, friends.